clothes on the floor like J-Lo. Willie Rouge shine bright like a halo. Sunsets like where did the day go? Yeah, where did the day go? Double book, never learned how to say no. Breaking down, maybe I need a break though. Cause my mind's dried up like Play-Doh. That's okay though. And here you have all the lipsticks that I own. It's a lot. If I had to guess, I would say probably 85 to 100 lipsticks. But yeah, stay tuned. I will keep a tracker at the end in terms of how many I keep, how many I declutter. So if declutters are your thing, then please stay tuned and watch the whole. So starting with the first batch. So this is the Clarins Velvet Lip Perfector, one of my absolute favorites. Definitely keeping. You can see. This is in the shade 04. Highly underrated formula. Then this is the Kaja lipstick or lip gloss. It's again a pinky formula. I just have never used this. It's a very new purchase. I need to use this more often. This is going to be a declutter. This is the Kiko Milano lipstick and it's the double touch unlimited lipstick. It's been a while. It's so old. Smells okay, but starting to turn. But this is a great formula. Very, very long lasting in case you want to have a look at it. You know, I just never reached for this formula and it's very old in my collection, at least 4 or 5 years old. So this is the Kiko Milano lipstick, which I will be decluttering. This is an Indian brand called Kiro Beauty and this is in the shade Tropical Fuchsia. Very nice lip formula. Not very long lasting though. Super bright. Yeah, I should remember to use this more often. This is an Etude House gloss. I don't think I've ever used this. Oh, it's a really pretty color. I really should use this. It smells fine. I should use this more often, definitely. This is the Rare Beauty lipstick in the shade Strengthen. It's one of my newer purchases. I really like the Rare Beauty formula. It's like one of the most comforting formulas I've tried, but of course with comfort it's not very long lasting. A Smashbox lipstick in the shade Driver's Seat. I think this is dried out. Yeah, it's definitely dry, tugging. I don't really use this, so I'm gonna throw this away. This is a Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Icon. I think this is the new formulated Icon, not the old one. Very nice formula. Again, not very good on the long lasting power, but great on pigmentation. This is another Huda Beauty lipstick that I have in the shade Famous. It's a very deep color. Very similar to, in fact, if I go side by side, you can see how similar it is to Rare Beauty Strengthen. It's a very strong smelling formula. So if you like your lipsticks to smell pleasant, then these are not the lipsticks for you, but a very good formula nevertheless. This is a Rare Beauty lipstick in the shade Fearless. This is, I think, a chocolatey brown formula. Very, very nice formula. See, very lovely. Lovely color. Keeping. This is a Made in India brand, Just Herbs, and this is in the shade Till 2. Oh god, I've broken the lipstick component also. I just never used this lipstick, and can you see? There is some sort of, I don't know what is growing on this lipstick, so I'm not even going to swatch it. So this is in the declutter pile. I have this NYB lipstick from, again, a Made in India brand. It's smelling really off, so I don't even want to swatch it. This was a lovely color though. What was this called? Amaze Aerial. Beautiful color, but it's turned bad, so I can't keep it. Decluttering is from a brand called Tsara. I don't even know if they still exist. This is in the shade Project Rose. This was honestly one of the most disappointing lip formulas I've tried. It smells awful, so I don't even want to swatch it. So this is decluttered. And I have this Lime Crime lipstick in the shade Faded. I have not used this in years. And you know what? I don't think I will. It's an old lipstick. It's smelling off as well. Yeah, it's turning. I have to give this away. This is a declutter. I'm not even going to give it to a friend. Then I have this Just Herbs Lip and Cheek Tint. This is in the shade Mahogany. Smells okay. You know, I really liked this formula, but there's something about applying lip tints
this way, which I find like super unhygienic. So I don't want to keep it. So I'm going to throw this away. Here I have another Huda Beauty lipstick, and this is in the shade Perfectionist. Now, pretty color. I love Huda Beauty. I'm going to keep it. This is the Smashbox lipstick in the shade Babe Alert. This is again dried out. I have a feeling I'll be like throwing away all my Smashbox lipsticks, which is good because I make a lot of, that will make a lot of space. I have this Sisley lipstick, not the pink family. It's actually a brown color. And by the way, I love the shape of this bullet. This is in the shade 13 Beige El Dorado. And this is honestly such a lovely color and formula. Definite keep. This is mini Bobbi Brown sample in the shade Smoothie Move. Smelling bad, but it's a nice color. So let me show that to you. This is Smoothie Move. But I'm throwing this away. The Balm lipstick, and this is in the shade Passionate. These are such good lipsticks. It's such a pity nobody talks about them. This is smelling fine, performs fine, lovely color, keeping. It's another one of those tints from Just Herbs. This is in the shade Rose Coral. I mean, I've literally never used this, but it's dried out, and there's something about this application which I find really unhygienic, so not gonna keep it. This is the Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade Nocturnal Armor. Really nice color. Oh, that's such a gorgeous, beautiful color. Keeping. These are some Made in India lipstick. This is Asa Beauty in the shade Ravishing Rose. It smells fine, but you know, the lipstick bullet is kind of demolished, and yeah, it's so soft. Like from a texture standpoint, it's gonna be a pain to use. This is again from Asa Beauty in the shade Plush Plum. You know, that's a nice color, but it's an exact color match for the balm. The lipstick is good. I think it's a small size, perfect for travel, so I'll keep this. This lipstick, Pretty Petunia from Asa Beauty again. Oh, this is such a pretty color. Smelling fine. It looks fine. I just never go for this lipstick. Yeah, I just never remember to use it. So this is like in my maybe pile. Maybe I can give this to a friend. So I'm keeping 13. I'm throwing away 11. And I'm possibly giving one to a friend. This is great. This is like a nearly equal split. I hope I'm as good with the other parts of my declutter. I'll just clean my hands and come back. First, I have this MAC lipstick in the shade Soar. It's a lovely formula. No, wait. It's Soar, but the color is so deep suddenly. Lipstick is starting to turn. I think I have to throw this. It's starting to smell off. So I have to throw this away. I did not expect that. I have this Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Stoned Rose. It's a lovely color. I think it's probably a bit too orange for me, but I do want to keep it and try it for a little while. This Estee Lauder lip color in the shade Intense Nude. Smelling okay. You know, it says Intense Nude, but it's actually more pinky. This lipstick in the shade Fresca. Smashbox. Too bright for me. It looks pretty bad on me. Then I have this Bobbi Brown lipstick in the shade Babe. It's a nice pink. It's actually similar to Freshka, but you know, it's smelling really bad. It's smelling very bad. So I'm actually, wow, I am giving this away. Then I have the Pat McGrath lipstick, and this is in the shade Spellbound. It's a lovely, lovely color. I just wear this very often to work. So keeping. Oh, I have another Pat McGrath lipstick, and this one is in the shade Nude Venus. I know straight off the bat that's going to be too light for me. So I'm going to ask a friend if she would want this. Then I have this Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Interview. You know, I've just never used this. It's, oh my god, and I just broke it. So that's a sign it needs to go. Wow, I'm on a roll. Then I have this NYB lipstick in the shade Peppy Pearson. You know what, this smells bad, so I'm gonna be throwing this away. Then I have this Smashbox lipstick in the shade Caliente. That's a nice, interesting orange, but you know what? I just never go for it. Smells fine. I should see where I can use it more often, but I have a feeling I have colors similar to this. Then I have this Kiro lipstick, again a made in India brand, in the shade Pink Ginger. This is a nice color. It's a very pretty color. And it smells okay. But you know what? I think it's starting to turn. And you know, I have these pinks. Otherwise, in my collection, I just wouldn't use this. So I'm going to throw this away. Wow. I am really on a roll. Then I have this NYB lipstick. Yeah, in the shade Vivacious Victoria. Oh, this smells bad. And it's dried out. I mean, the color is lovely, but I can feel that it's dried out and it smells bad. So, throwing. This is the MAC lipstick in the shade Can't Do. Lipstick container is just very annoying. It's very loose. It's super bright and orange, but it's actually a sheer formula. So, it kind of goes on like that. It smells okay. So, I'm going to keep it. I just need to remember to use this more often. Now these I know for a fact I'm going to keep. This is the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Mrs. Kisses. Lovely formula. Keeping. Then I have the Lisa Eldridge lipstick in the shade Velvet Sorcery. It's a beautiful brown color. Amazing formula. Smells okay. This is Velvet Rain. Another beautiful formula. And you can see I have a lot of these lipsticks. I have this shade Velvet Bloom. Again, like a pinky red, but lovely nevertheless. Now on to my Natasha Denona's. This is a I Need a Nude lipstick in the shade Sammy. This is actually a lipstick I haven't tried. Wow, it's a brown color, lovely brown, but I don't know if it'll show up on my skin tone. Then this is from the same lipstick collection in the shade Avril. It looks pretty deep, but it actually pulls across as a pinky nude. Can you see? It's a really pretty pinky nude. So I feel like this is what Soar used to be for me. So obviously I'm decluttering Soar, keeping this. Is I Need a Nude in the shade Yana. Now, this one it's going to be interesting how different this is from Sammy. Yeah, this is a more muted version, like a more neutral, mauvey brown version. Okay. So, wow. So that was pretty ruthless as well. Okay, on to my next batch. So here I have this Kiro Beauty lipstick in the shade Nutmeg Nude. And I honestly love this lip color. I think it's so pretty. Really pretty. And luckily the lip formula is still fine. So keeping. This is a Smashbox lipstick in the shade Stepping Out. I think the color also has changed. It's like so old. It smells okay. You know what? Feels okay as well. I need to use this more often. But you know what? This is probably very similar to the I Need a Nude that I have. So I'll compare the two. So it's a maybe. Then I have this lipstick from Disguise Cosmetics. This is in the shade number 12. Oh, but it smells bad. So I'm going to throw this away. Then another Just Herbs lipstick in the shade Nepta. This is like, oh god, this has mold, so I'm not even swatching it, throwing it away. Just Herbs, even though it's like vegan, made Ayurvedic, etc., that's the problem. It doesn't last long. This is another lipstick in the shade Soft Nude. I used to love this color, but I just find that lipstick application this way is just unhygienic to me. So I just never use it. I need something that I can easily apply and touch up on the go. Now this is an Armani lipstick in the shade 103. And I know straight off the bat that this is going to be way too light for me. yeah, like it's literally blending with my skin tone, so it just won't show up on my lips. I will offer it to a friend, but shoot a video with it and then give it away. This NY Bay lip crayon in the shade The Emergency Hacker. It's a lovely color, but you know what? I have this color in other lipsticks and I just don't reach for this, so I'm going to throw this away. This is the Bobbi Brown lipstick in the shade Avant Gardenia. Lovely, lovely color, like super My Lips But Better color. I just really think it's such a pretty formula and color. So keeping. Then I have this other Bobbi Brown Smoothie Move lipstick. Not a big fan of the formula, like the color, you've seen this already, but I just don't see the point in having this sample. Or should I have one of this? You know what, it's smelling bad, so I have to give this away. Throw it. Then I have this Flower Beauty lipstick in the shade Rosewood. Does it smell okay? You know what, I think it's too old. It's a nice color, but it's smelling really weird, so I have to throw this away. This is a Dolce & Gabbana Dolcissimo lipstick in the shade Dahlia. Lovely lipstick. Yeah, the color is just beautiful, so keeping. I have the Smashbox lipstick in the shade Driver's Seat. It's still okay. Doesn't smell off, but will I use this color? You know what? I have this color. I'm not going to keep it. Throwing it. Kiko Milano lipstick. Love this color. Love this formula. But I know this is seriously old. Like at least 6-7 years old. But this formula can honestly do no wrong. It's a really good formula. But good. Then I have the Rare Beauty lipstick in the shade Brave. Smashbox lipstick. No, it's more orange. It looks like it won't work on my skin tone, but it actually does, so keeping. I have The Balm lipstick in the shade Loving. I love these formulas. Keeping. I have this random Ofra Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Verona. I just never go for this. It's a nice cool tone nude, but it's completely dried out. And I don't think I've ever used this, so I'm just throwing this away. I have this other Disguise Cosmetics lip cream in the shade Fabulous Espresso. It's a lovely color, but it's smelling strange. So I'm going to keep. This is like clearly a much needed declutter. I've been hoarding a lot of these lipsticks. I have Huda Beauty in the shade Icon. This is the old Icon. It's very orange, and you know what? It looks very similar to the Rare Beauty, and it smells bad. This is a Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Trendsetter. Lovely color. It might be too light for me. This is the color I tried. It really might be too light for me. Then Ofra lipstick in the shade Bel Air. Like the Ofra lipsticks I am decluttering. I've just never used them. And this is in the shade Sanibel. So decluttering. Then I have this Lime Crime Lip Blaze. It smells okay. You know what? I'm going to keep it. I just need to remember to use this. It's such a rare, different color. I have this purple lipstick from Why to Why Not. This is, again, it's like super orangey nude. I have this, I don't need this, throwing this. A balm lipstick in the shade Captivating. So beautiful. I need to use this more often. Keeping. You know, these mini lipsticks are perfect. Oh no, but this is broken. You know what? Let's just, I've had these for 3-4 years. I use them every time I travel, so my conscience is clear. When I say giving this away, I'm throwing this away. And I have the Asa Beauty lipstick in the shade Alive Autumn. This bullet is broken, so I'm going to be throwing this. You know what? Even this one, these bullets break so easily, so I don't even want to give it to a friend, so I'm going to be throwing these away. I'm basically holding on to 6. I am overruled. Okay, this is a random collection. Here I have the M Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Faded Clementine. It's actually a gloss. I don't think I've ever used this. It smells okay. I need to use this. So keeping. I have the Makeup by Mario lip glow serum called Plum Glow. This is really nice. It's a bit messy, but I like it, so keeping. This Fenty Beauty lipstick, which is unfortunately separated. So I think it's too old. Though actually it's not too old in my collection, but it's separated clearly. So, and it's smelling odd for sure. So I'm not comfortable trying this on. And I have this Kira Beauty lipstick in the shade Sandy Rose. Lovely color. I just don't remember to use this often. Keeping. I have another Smashbox lipstick in the shade Let's Goji. Oh, it's smelling bad. Really nice color, but it's smelling bad, so I'm going to throw this away. Then I have these 3 lip balms from the Benefit. I just don't use them. And this one smells really bad, so throwing this away. And this one is okay. This is in the shade Berry. Yeah, that's a pretty color. In the shade Ruby, smells okay as well. Oh, Ruby is nice. I'll keep Ruby and give Berry to a friend if they want it. And I have this Etude House lip tint. I don't think this has a shade name. It's a nice lip tint. Oh, sorry. It's a nice lip tint. Keeping. Speaking of lip tints, I have the Rare Beauty Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Joy. It's like orange, but it works. It works even if you're deeper. So keeping. Pat McGrath Sheer Color Lip Balm, which, it's just broken literally right now, so it's a sign to throw this away. Then I have these 2 lip tints which I just never use. Both of these are expired, I think, so I am throwing these away. This Fenty Beauty lip cream in the shade Bubble Binge. Will this even show up on me? That's a nice color. I need to try these glosses for work from home days. Other shade called Cupcaking. Yeah, really nice, pretty shade. Clinique lipstick in the shade Entwine. And I never reach for it. It's a really nice color, but it's smelling bad. I think it's turned. So unfortunate, but throwing this away. Then I have the Estee Lauder lipstick, one of my favorites. It's literally almost done. Nobody talks about these formula, by the way, but you know what? I know it's almost done. So I'm just going to keep it for as long as it's there. I have this other Rare Beauty oil in the shade Delight. Really pretty, very nice, keeping. Gloss I tried recently. It looks like shit on my skin tone, so I am throwing this away. The Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Super Fabulous. Love this color. A bit too light for me, but I can still make it work. I have this Gucci lipstick in the shade Louisa Red. One of my most well-used, well-loved lipsticks, if you can see. Beautiful color. Like, absolutely gorgeous color. I just love this color. So, I always wear this. Armani lipstick in the shade 400. It's like a bright red. Like a really bright red. I think this would... Is this broken? Yeah, it's broken. I'll just use this for a video and then throw this away. Then this is another of my well-loved, well-used lipstick. It's the YSL Slim Fit Radical. The shade name's rubbed off, but it's in the shade 302. It's like a really nice reddish, orangish brown. Red? It's hard to describe. But I really like this. And the smell is good. It's still keeping fine. Then I have this Bobbi Brown lipstick in the shade Crimson. It's smelling okay. I just never remember to use this. It's such a nice color. Then I have the Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Drama Mama. Let's see. It's a new addition to my... It's a new addition to my Lip Family, great color payoff. Then I have the Rare Beauty lipstick in the shade Thrilling. Can you see? Lovely color. Absolutely lovely color, but it's also soft because of the formula. So keeping. Then I have this Armani lipstick in the shade 213. I wore it recently and I thought it looked really nice. Like really nice. I have these through Makeup by Mario lipsticks, which have been like such brilliant finds. First is in the shade Daniela, which is like this. And the next is in the shade Nicole, which is like a cool tone brown. Okay. Absolutely brilliant formula. My favorite discoveries this year, to be honest, Makeup by Mario. So I will actually be going to Sephora today, so I might stock up on a bit more. Start with this next batch. So first off, I have this Bobbi Brown lipstick in the shade Ruby. This is smelling bad. It's a really pretty color though, very muted, but it's smelling bad. I just never reach for this, so I'm throwing this away. Then I have this Gucci matte lipstick in the shade Goldie Rare, I think. I bought it recently. I've just never worn it. Such a stunning flaming red. Keeping. Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Lover. Can you see Lover? Which is, oh my god, it's so bright. It's so bright. I don't know if I would ever wear that, but I'm keeping. Then I have this Lisa Eldridge lipstick in the shade Velvet Jazz. Lovely color. Keeping. Then I have this Smashbox lipstick in the shade, I think it's called Bang Bang. Yes, it's in the shade Bang Bang. It's completely dried out, so obviously decision is made for me. This Lisa Eldridge, again, velvet lipstick in the shade Muse. Very pretty color, very pretty. Let's see. I have this Odin's Eye lip color in the shade Perfect Plum. I don't think I've ever used this, and that's such a pretty lip color. I should. Faye, I remember being so disappointed with. It has mold on it, if you can see, so throwing this away without a thought. I have this Just Herbs lipstick, and this is in the shade Brick Red. Same issue as the others, so throwing. Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Miss America. I love Miss America a lot more than Lover. I think it's such a good color. Again, Odin's Eye lipstick in the shade Fig Jam. No, I just never remember to use this. I should reach for this more often. Smashbox lipstick in the shade Disorderly. It's still a lovely color and it's not dried out. Nice. It smells okay. Wow. So keeping. Asa Beauty lipstick in the shade Calm Cran. These components just are very... Oh, this is completely broken. So throwing. I have another Asa lip and cheek tint in the shade Luscious Apricot, and it's broken. Ugh, such a mess. Don't buy Asa, guys. I love what they're trying to do, but their lipsticks, they don't last long. I have the Rare Beauty lipstick in the shade Inspire. This is again like a bright red, reddish orange almost. So keeping, because I still somehow magically make it work. Balm lipstick in the shade Adoring. This is very similar to this, I know. It smells okay. Keeping. A Dave lip tint. I don't think I've ever used this. It's so bright, but I think this would be good for work, so I'll keep this. Sorry, workouts, I mean. Lime Crime lipstick in the shade Sparrow. It's smelling bad and I've just never used it, but let me swatch it for you. Oh god. It's like a bright orange lipstick. I just have not touched it in like 2 years. Decluttering. So this batch, I think most of these I expect to keep, but let's see. Let's start with the Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade Sedition. Lovely red. It smells fine. This is how it is. Really lovely color. These are a lot of my Pat McGraths actually. Clarins lipstick in the shade Jolie Rouge. I bought it at an airport, but I think I bought an expired lipstick. This smells really bad, so I've never used it. So throwing. Then I have this MAC lipstick called D for Danger. It smells okay. Never use it. I need to use it more often. Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Pillow Talk Medium. Lovely color. Pulls more nude than you would expect. Dior Velvet, nude style velvet in the shade 300. Lovely color. Absolutely lovely. You know what? It's so similar to Pillow Talk too, surprisingly. Oh, I wear this lipstick a lot. I have this MAC lipstick in the shade P for Potent in the Powder Kiss formula. I think it's starting to turn. I just never use this for some reason. It's like a lovely violet lip color. Then I have this MAC lipstick in the shade Cream in Your Coffee. It's still fine. So similar. All of these lipsticks are so similar. Love that formula. Then I have the Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade Venusian Peach. Yeah, I know this is too light for me, but I think the formula would still make it work. Asa lipstick in the shade Bold Berries. It smells okay. Yep, makes sense to have. Good for travel. MAC lipstick in the shade All Fired Up. I have literally not used this lipstick in a year or even 2-3 years. I'm gonna ask a friend if they would want it. It's too bright for me. I just don't gravitate towards it. Then I have this MAC lipstick in the shade Burning Love. I bought this during the pandemic and I think it still performs well, so I'm keeping. Then I have the Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade Omi. Lovely pink color. Like seriously stunning. Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade Fembot, which is a bit too light for me, but I'm just a sucker for these formula. Then Pat McGrath in the shade Flesh 3, one of my go-to lipsticks. Just luscious chocolatey color. Pat McGrath in the shade Entranced. Similar to Venusian Peach, but like obviously the colors are miles apart. I have this purple lipstick in the shade 4 AM Partner. It's dried out and it's smelling bad, but it's a lovely color though. Through this, another Pat McGrath lipstick. Again, this is Flesh 3. It's just a mini, so I'm not going to swatch it. Almost done, guys. Are you still with me? Okay, let's quickly start. I have a Smashbox lipstick in the shade Hoops On. I just never go for this lipstick and I think it's completely dried out. What? Yeah, it's not coming. It's dried out. Has to go. And I have this Gucci lipstick in the shade They Met in Argentina. Really pretty peach color. Surprisingly works for my skin tone. Keeping. Then Huda Beauty in the shade El Cinco de Mayo. Lovely red. Keeping. But you know what? This is supposed to be expired. Does it smell? Doesn't smell, but you know, technically it expired 2 years ago. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, then I have the Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade Christy. Oh, this is super light. I don't think this will work on my skin tone. But keeping. Then I have the Lancome lipstick in the shade Orange Sanguine. This one I like. It's a really nice orangey red. Very nice color. Different color. Since we are on Lancome, let's do the other one. This is the Lancome lipstick in the shade Kinda Sexy. Really nice color. Yeah, Kinda Sexy. I have this Clinique lip color in the shade Bear Pop. I've never used this. It's still okay. But I doubt it'll even show up, but I should try it. So I'm just gonna keep it for now. I have these other lipsticks. One is Love Pop from Clinique. You know, this is like the bullet is like spoiled. So I'm gonna throw this. Then this is Plum Pop from Clinique. Looks virtually untouched, honestly. Like, what? And it's a pretty color, so I'm going to keep it. I have this Clarins lip oil, which I should remember to use. I just never remember to use it. It smells nice. Asa lipstick in the shade Candid Coffee. This is like an interesting shade, but it's dried. The number of times these lipsticks break on me. Throwing. Then I have this Asa lipstick in the shade Captivating Clay. Really interesting color. It smells okay. Keeping it. Very rare color. Then I have the Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade Beautiful Stranger. It's a nice pink. Keeping. I have MAC lipstick in the shade Healthy, Wealthy, Thriving. This is Ruby Woo in the most comfortable formula. I love this. It's a new one. I mean, it's probably 2 years old. Then I have Meher from MAC. Still smells okay. Performs lovely. Keeping. Ruby Woo. Smells okay. It does tend to dry out, but Ruby Woo's iconic. Then I have Lady Danger. This is, way too orange for me. Like, this is like damn orange. I'm gonna see how this looks and if I can make this work or give this to a friend. I have Rebel from MAC. This is still okay. Really deep in the bullet. And that's how it. But the formula is nice. Keeping. Down to the last few. Now I have the Gucci lipstick in the shade. This is again Goldie Red, but in a different formula. I've not touched it. I've swatched it before, so such a lovely color. Keeping duh. Then I have this Kiro Beauty lipstick in the shade Berry Eclipse. It's smelling slightly bad, but it's a lovely color. And, no, I'm gonna give this away. Then I have Huda Beauty in the shade Trophy Wife. Really nice shade. Can you see? It's starting to smell odd, but I'll use it for a little while. Then I have Cheerleader. This is an old one. This is really old. It's a lovely color, but it smells odd. Now, these are like the latest lipsticks in my collection. This is actually from Viseart. It's actually a lip palette. So basically you have these lip shades and you can mix them up with a lip brush. So I'm going to use this on my next travel trip and let you know. So I have 2 of these palettes. And I think between these 2 palettes, you should have like all the lip shades imaginable. Except for browns maybe. And that was my lipstick declutter. These are all the lipsticks I'm decluttering. They are 56 in total. My God. Yeah, so 56 lipsticks in total, and these are all the lipsticks I'm keeping. I still have 103 lipsticks left with those 2 lip palettes. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Anyway, thank you for joining me in this massive declutter. I hope this was entertaining. I hope this was useful. And if you like and want to watch more of these, then please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Bye.